What's up and welcome to a new video. Today we're starting off against a protoss player called Meow. No clue who this is, but it's a 6.1k protoss, and we're playing him on Solaris, which is I think the shortest map in the map. It's very short, it has the speed zones, so it's good for all ins. So you know what we're gonna do? Because we've just been playing macro so far, let's try to all in our opponent if he plays normal at the very least. If he plays something that we can all in into, we're gonna try to make it happen. Trying to keep things fresh, of course, will be a thing that I will do in the series, while I'll work on certain things. I still want a variety of different types of games, so I'm gonna try to do something else every single game. I feel like we haven't really all in yet, pretty much at all. So let's start doing that a little bit. This is also my first game of the day. I've done some mouse drill warm-ups, and now I'm kind of ready to go. Usually I play 2 off-race games as well to warm up. That's usually what my warm-up looks like. Off-race games are basically for fun, and already getting a little bit used to it. If you play bad games with your main race, like if I play bad games with Zerg right away, I start into the day poorly and into the ladder session, more importantly, or into the practice session. And I feel like I will play a little bit worse later on as well, so that's why usually I want to start warmed up before I start playing Zerg. For those of you that also watch my stream, you will usually see me play a game of Terran or 2, or Protoss, depending on what I feel like, before I start going into the Zerg side of things. Either way, our opponent didn't block us this game, so we're gonna go 16 hatch, very normal. We go for the 21st drone. You don't make this one if you get blocked, because then your queen would be supply blocked for a little bit. Double queen, Ling at the natural, overlord in the main base. We're gonna expand forward. We want to all in anyway, so we want to start getting the creep out as fast as we can. And this drone will get ready towards our own third base. He is chrono boosting, but he didn't start warp gate right away. We can fake a run by here to maybe that could lead him to not actually go across the map with the adept. It's a double chrono boost, very important to note. That means we're gonna go for our third queen instead of, usually I make third queen in the natural, right? But if it's a double chrono, we make it in the main. So we can be at our natural with 2 queens as the 2 adepts arrive. It's very important to have those in time. Okay, there come the adepts. And now we basically walk down here and try to greet the adepts. So they can't... The reason why I'm doing this is so they can't just run past the queens. Or the single queen, otherwise. And then they can be at the natural and in the main base at the same time, basically. So in order for them to not be able to do that, that's why I'm doing this. It is a Oracle. It's not chrono boosted though. So it's an unchrono boosted Oracle. He could be hiding his 2 adepts, so I'm not gonna go across with all my Zerglings. It's always a little bit of a risky move if you do so. Instead, we're checking if the adepts are at home. The adepts are on his side of the map, so now I'm moving out with additional units, basically.
Our drones are under attack.
Can we kill this one? We most certainly can. That's fantastic. I'll cancel this one then. And we'll get a Roach Warren because we want to all in, right? That was the initial game plan. We already killed an Oracle. That will make the all in a lot easier to do. And we'll just try to queen walk basically without without transfusions. That's my game plan right now. We already killed 1 Oracle, so the anti-air shouldn't be that much of an issue. We're gonna stack as many injects as we can over on this base. because the queens will start running across very soon. And we can't use their energy off creep anyways. So we're gonna stack this as many times as we can. Leave with all our queens. And we'll start walking across. We're gonna make 10 roaches. We're gonna morph all the additional... With all the extra gas that we're gonna get, we're gonna morph Ravagers. He's actually moving out. We're gonna counter-attack if possible. Okay, no, we force him to stay back. That's really nice. He did not see the queens move out yet. Instead, he sees very normal injects that are natural. And once again, we're trying to buy time over here. Oh, it's a Phoenix build. That's really bad for him. Well, actually, I'm not sure if that's that bad. Depending on how many Phoenix he can get out. Because we can't transfuse our units, right? Usually they run out of lifts, so eventually. That also means there's no third Oracle, which third Oracle definitely helps. My roaches are blocked right now. This is incredible. This stasis ward is saving him single-handedly right now. He left the game. He ran out of lists. He also was floating a lot. If he had a forge and he made cannons, I think he would actually win this game. Because I couldn't get... I would eventually lose the queens, right? To the Phoenix. He also lost some Phoenix. I can't check it here, but I think he killed an Oracle and 2 Phoenix so far. Or an Oracle and 1 Phoenix. Either way, I think if he actually defends this correctly, where he has a forge with all of these minerals and just has cannons here and here, eventually he will kill the queens and eventually kills everything else. Because he can lift the Ravagers. It's very efficient for him to lift Ravagers. With the Phoenix, it's very important while you execute this against Phoenix that you always try to corrosive bile them. You can also try playing this build just with a lair and then having an Overlord here for creep spread. It makes it a little bit easier. You can also play the old German taxi. That one is a little bit harder to execute. And you need Overlord speed, so it's basically the same, but you have more micro ability. At the same time, it's harder to execute, and you have like a Ravager or 2 less. So realistically, like I was hoping for I was hoping for just a triple Oracle opener, and I could stomp him right away. But this word right here, I didn't see it, so that was the biggest mistake I made in that game for sure. Let's get into the next one. This was a quick one. All right, here we are in the second game today against Mixu this time around. That's 12 pull. Let's keep the trend of cheesing today. We'll do a cheesy episode. I haven't actually checked the rush distance yet on this map, the exact rush distances for 12 pulls. Sometimes the rush distances are a little bit off on Liquipedia, also like half a second extra or less. Matters quite a bit. So this time we have the bad spawn for our 12 pull, which means that our larva spawns, bless me, away from the ramp. And his larva spawns towards the ramp, so it's a little bit closer, basically. And yeah, we're just gonna try to do as much damage as possible. Usually that's like killing 2 or 3 drones. That's usually the best outcome possible. Sometimes you accidentally kill a hatchery because your opponent doesn't respond correctly. While you're executing the 12 pull, you want to try to maximize the damage on the hatchery if you can. To force his drones to engage into you. Basically, whenever he fake engages with his drones, you don't want to turn around. Whenever he actually engages with the drones, you do want to turn around so you don't lose any HP on the Zerglings. It's also pretty important. So now you can stop at 10 links or you can go for 12. This game I'm actually going to go for 12. You do usually stop at 10, but you know, you can mix it up pretty much. It's a pretty solid build. It's a kind of a... It's just really bad against pool first, but against all types of 1-base all-ins, 12 pool also wins. Pretty hard. I actually didn't look at the timer, so I gotta check at the replay when exactly my Zerglin survived. He's pulling very late. Oh, those are already so low. We just want to fight, we want to snipe these drones if possible. There's a 1 HP drone right here and right there. So we got one of them. I think that was a very good start. I also really doubt he has any form of link speed on the way. It's important to stutter set properly. If you just let the queen aim off, you're never gonna get overloads like this. Okay, instead we force him to show us some of his links. It's not the worst. Now he will see that we have a lack of gas. We'll take one at our natural for now. This basically means he can drone however much he wants to. We'll go double gas. Oh my god, I can't let this guy escape. That would be bad from me. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if he actually has speed or not. So in order to punish him, in case he doesn't have speed, we're gonna go delayed speed ourselves. And just mass a bunch of Zerglings. He does have speed, okay. That's good to know. I think we can actually, just with one queen over here, leave and take our third hatch. Because I didn't see any extra Zerglings so far from him. That's to force him to show us his hand if he actually does have the Zerglings. He needs to show them pretty much right away if he wants to cancel this.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh my, I think I showed him the Zerglings. That's a rookie move. Obviously the main purpose of all of this was to have it hidden. Which is not the case anymore. The supply block here as well.
Our forces are under attack.
And now we'll go for the attack. Maybe he didn't see them.
Metamorphosis complete.
We're about to find out. I'm not sure actually, based on what we're seeing here. This is obviously not how you're supposed to respond to this. We're gonna let the Ravager morph. Because Ravagers are not actually good against Zerglings, believe it or not. Okay, now we're floating a bunch of minerals, but there's always the case if you play like this. On 2 base. Him attacking will be wild. Not sure if I could have engaged there. Okay, that was alright for him, I think. Was alright for us as well. The Zerglings, the reason that went okay was because the Zerglings had +1 carapace, he had +1 missile, so... In that case, obviously. The Zerglings don't two-shot our Zerglings anymore, which they otherwise would have. That's why whenever you go for these Ling type of openers, in a game where you think your opponent is gonna get +1 missile relatively quickly, Well, you want to get the carapace exactly for that reason. Helps a lot against
Mineral field metamorphosis complete.
any type of aggression. I have one overlord that's on course to suicide, I think. I'm not sure which one it is. So maybe I have him hotkeyed. Let's go for a cheeky little drop play. In case it's not meta. I think that would be fun. Okay, we definitely need overlords over here.
Drones are under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Mutation complete. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Shift over a couple extra roaches over here.
Forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
We'll just focus fire one Ravager over here. That was a suicidal overlord.
Our forces are under attack.
We got him out of position, now we pounce. Over on this side, now he's not looking at this properly.
Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces mineral field depleted. Metamorphosis complete. The hive cluster. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are 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 under attack. Our forces mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
This should be dead.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are
Basically just having an army split up and then trying to pull him apart. And he just, if he responds without splitting his army, it's very easy to pull your opponent apart that way. So, yeah. That was a very fun game. Started with 12 pull. Let's take a look when exactly the Zerglings hit. I usually have it down to the exact second when the links are supposed to hit on every single map. So that is a weird opener. Let's say in 12-11, I already know. Usually you know at the moment. The moment you see it with the Overlord already, you have a feeling that's a little bit too late. 152. This is a late 152, right? Yeah, one late. I'm gonna note that myself. Hecate. That's very fast. So defending a 12 on this map is quite difficult. Let's take a look at how our position was afterwards. We killed 4 workers. Yeah, we killed 4 workers and a decent amount of Zerglings as well, which you cannot underestimate. So I think we were a little bit ahead. He got early speed though. We were not actually that far ahead. To be honest, I would call this an even position. We're outmining him a little bit. I think he should have waited with the third hatch a little bit. Make some more drones at first, then get the third hatch a little bit later. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. But yeah, I think his position was very playable. He also had a supply block here. Alright. Up to the... Let's go into the final game. Our third and final opponent is called Hacker is Noob. I hope this is not the leg hacker. But he's random, so this is something that I usually never experience. This is something that I basically never experience, because usually random players are not high enough MMR. Maybe I got this opponent because I have queued for too long, but his MMR didn't say. And according to his reaction, I doubt that he is that highly rated. So I'm gonna show you guys a build order that you can do against random if you think you're the favorite, basically. Something that is idiot-proof against every single cheese, which is just to go 16 pull. You can do this in all 3 matchups, and in all 3 matchups it's a viable opener. So we'll go 16 pull, and then 17 hatch. Our opponent wanted to block. Didn't end up blocking. This is actually the worst case for pull first. If they do actually get the block off after you go pull first, so if you go pull first and you have to take a third hatch, it's quite bad. Not gonna lie. That's like the worst case, but usually channel players don't really scout. And a lot of protosses don't actually know how to deal with 16 pull. There's a lot of them out there that over make units, that under make units, that just die to the first couple of Zerglings. So we'll just make 2 pairs of Zerglings if you think your opponent... I think the lower level you are, the less Zerglings you should make. Because your opponents will not... they tend to overreact, I think. There's people that won't even be able to tell the difference between a 16 pull and a 12 pull. I hope none of you guys watching will feel singled out here, but yeah, there is a lot of people that don't know the difference in pull timings when they scout. Oh, this is the Nexus first. This is really bad for him. I wonder how he's planning on holding this. I think this game is just over. I'll finish this one. I mean, this shouldn't be the normal outcome. Like, you shouldn't watch this and be like, okay, this is what's gonna happen in all of my games. But yeah, it can happen that you just straight up get a build or win. Like against any, this is not enough props to do the trick. It's chronoing the gateway as well. I mean, at this point we can do pretty much whatever. The game is completely over. You should just go across if he wants to have a chance at winning this game still. Okay, you got me there. It's a very short map, so that app's gonna be here. But this is very late for a double adapt poke. It's not really like he has any other options. He doesn't have gas. He can't even tech at this point. So I guess for now this episode will be about how to finish out games. The last game. So we know, okay, he won't have a Stargate at a proper time. So we'll just go 3 gas, Roach, Ravager Ling. Even though he has a Robo, which he really shouldn't all in into.
Metamorphosis complete.
Forge and double Robo. Amazing. I wonder what MMR this person is, because it feels like I'm smurfing, but I swear it's on my May account. I'll show you guys in the match history. Well, not in match history, I'll show you guys right after this. In order to finish this, we'll get about, very similar to our first game of the day, we'll get like 9 Ravagers, Roaches, morph them into as many Ravagers as possible. He's probably gonna counterattack with the 2 adapts, I'd imagine, so we're gonna search for them. I found them. So usually if I would do this from very far ahead, and let's say he went for a stalker at first, so I wouldn't have full information of what exactly is going on. I would have went for a lair with this as well, so we wouldn't lose to... DTs. No reason for me to rush this, let's get all the walls down. Give it a super battery. And GG is called. The game was completely over. I think he could have GG'd the moment my links got into his base, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, there's not much I have to say about this. Let's take a look at his MMR. My guess is 5-4. 5,282. That is rough for him to get someone over 1,000 MMR higher than him. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's, well, not this week's, today's episode, where I try to do a little bit more aggressive openers. And I try to mix in some cheeses. I know you guys like aggressive strategies. They're easier to copy. Game plans generally fall into place a lot easier as well if you play like I just did. And yeah, I'll just consistently mix it up. I'll have some games where I will go for basically completely normal macro games. I will have some games where I will play for the late game, and I'll have some games where I'll cheese. It's basically all over the place. Should be something for everyone, for every Zerg player at least. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.